brought some soul. Sure, got plenty. What am I gonna do with it? Well, I hate to see it go, but what am I going to do with it here anyway?
Do you need something? Mother? Mother!
Mika, it can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it! How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb? For the scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. Do you plan on stopping him? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. You care nothing for Serana. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that... Serana? This stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father!
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safe. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these... You need to locate the tallest. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Dernev. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its you should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. Be careful, and keep my daughters safe.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison. Anything good? The sooner we get out of this place, the better. This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with. Where'd you come from? Doing this alone. was kill those keeper things and get back to the prison. Who's there? I knew I heard something.
fearlessly charge the enemy. How does anyone expect... What do I... If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this... Very well. I am Chib. Some call me Saint Chib. Others call me Chib the Eradicator. Perhaps I can't say that I'm surprised by your answer. Until I get my second volume published, no one will ever know my achievements. A book? I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book. Surely you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Chib the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of the Dhalma. Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop me. Terrible. Simply terrible. I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair. That damned Remora and his minions. They didn't even... Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at... Next thing I knew... My what? What? No. All these wasted... Perhaps. Do you have a way out? Maybe I can't leave. But my writings can. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory. When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling. There were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you. Ah, yes. Say Jib the Eradicator, Jib the Magnificent. Yes, I'm speaking of the Cliff Racer. They used to crisscross the skies over Morrowind like vermin. Nasty flying creatures. After I was freed from prison, I decided to... It became quickly apparent that the best way I could help... Indeed I was. I hunted down and killed every last one of them. Took years. The people of Morrowind were so grateful to have the roads safer again, they took to calling me St. Jib, and many other names followed. That was a dark time in my life. I did a lot of things I ended up regretting. Maybe that's why I worked so hard to redeem myself once I was freed. I murdered others for money. And before you think I belong to some romantic or secretive guild, think again. I was simply an addict who needed money for skooma. The stuff wasn't cheap, and murder always seemed to be in demand. I finally bit off more than I could chew. I was paid to assassinate some high-ranking official from House Redorin. What I didn't know is someone had hired the Morag Tong to kill him. Exactly. He got to my target first and called the guard to cover his tracks. By the time I walked right into a trap and didn't hear me, they tried me for murder, threw me on a prison ship, gave me a lot of time to think, that's for sure. Thanks again for searching. I don't know what I'd do without my pages.
barrier should be gone now. Let's head back.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive. Yes. Please follow. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Where'd you come from?
But I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere alleged that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless... the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years... Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can be on your
Come on,
way.
she's leading us to the scroll.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean. I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, I'm glad you're here. I could be doing this alone. I can't believe we found my mother alive.
Now that you've retrieved the... If there's anything I can do before you depart... So my daughter applied some of the... Don't worry. I think I can help you. Your soul essence was trapped inside a gem. You simply need to retrieve the gem. The moment you touch it, your soul essence... There's an offering altar not terribly far from here. I'm willing to bet that the gem you're looking for is there. Is there anything else? Could be. I have no choice. As I told you before, if I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. As much as it pains me to send... Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what... And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. Which is the only thing of value I have. Did you have anything to ask before you depart?
Stay your weapons. I would cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors. I therefore honor name you your words. My desire to speak with you was I merely wished. For countless years I've roamed the soul. Before this, I roamed the skies above. I fear that my time, if I ventured far from the soul cairn, my strength would... I will place my name with you. Do me this simple act. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Come on, let's go home. Do you need something? I can't say it surprises me. I just didn't know when. If. I've been trying to... Come on. We can talk about this another time.
Wait. Wait. I know you. Until next time.
From the castle, we used to just be able to see Solitude over the mountains. That's exactly what I'd imagined.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Get up there.
Maybe you'd like to help me keep up appearances. Old Nell, it'd be good to have that staff, in case the Jarl starts wondering if I actually... Thanks. I'll be waiting for it. All right, then.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelagar. If there's anything you need, just let me know. That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you...
You lost?
What is it, Imperial?
People won't... This should come in handy. Here, let me show you a few tricks I've learned about buttering up royalty.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
What's your business here in Winterhold? It does. The college has caused enough problems. If you're not here for the college, then you've little other reason to be in Winterhold at all. Winterhold has lost much. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold. The very Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know. Having that might get the... Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. All right, then.
cross the bridge. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. I am here to assist, and if, in the process, my presence helps to... The more important question is, why are you... Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find? Do you? It is true, there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated... But what you seek does not come... It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question... Not just anyone is allowed inside. A small test, if you will. Excellent. The Flame Atronach is a vital companion for anyone relying on conjuration. Summon... No? Well, if you think you're capable... Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. No matter what, the college will... Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. All right.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere just out of this.
Guard might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
I don't deal with any college. My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
I don't claim to be the... blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice.
Alfred.
All I can think
Patron of
about
the
is
great
my
clan,
son,
battle.
my soul. They say that he was a dream.
Further away than the smaller one?
Keep it
close. Exactly. When you have a big heavy weight swinging around your upper body, your lower body has to compensate, or you'll fall right over.
Got a lot of steel to shape. We got... The Skyforge? Aye, my clan father's Skyforge steel is all the companions will use, for good reason. By Izmir's beard, I ain't one for humor. You know who the companions are, so quit your asking. I ain't much for talking. Gods be praised.
So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormfront.
Enchantment, but keep studying. You've only scratched the surface. Come to Dragon's Reach to these spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. If you've got... It seems this I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in thee. Accepting nothing. Don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean floor. Soldiers. They're everywhere these days, and not a one of them knows how to pick up after themselves.
When the Empire surrendered to the all-merry Dominion, what then? They shaved us all.
You're the best. It's... Since I wound up here, but... Really? Do you... Oh, wow. Are you... Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever. I can't wait. Boys. Hey, you want to play a game? Figures. You elders are always so boring.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword.
Can you close up the stand early today, Mama?
I'm afraid not, little fairy. The fruit has about another
All
day
I can
left
think,
before it spoils.
those battleborn.
As much as we can, as soon as
It's not wise to discuss it here.
That's what you always say.
Please, if you truly wish
Because
to.
it's always true.
This ain't my home.
Can we at least go to the tavern for supper?
And to think I was going to feed you cabbages and apples again. Yes, little fairy, we can go to the tavern for supper.
Yay!
Life's hard enough with all these men you've gotten. They'll never understand. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Fear for the bow, eh? I'm a swordman.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. You look rather... Ah, so you're an alchemist then. Come back. If you need a remedy. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
It's a fine day with you around. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
With respect, companion, I'd ask that you and your friends muzzle that dog of yours. The howling coming from your Vasker has gotten out of hand.
I've seen you helping the Jarl. If only all visitors to Whiterun were as noble.
I come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing... Take a look. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Yes?
guard might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon.
Have our scouts come up with
This
any
place makes me a
information on
little
these reports
uneasy.
of dragons?
As Jarl Layla's
Yes,
houseguard,
milady.
I would ask that
That
you maintain a
unpleasantness at
respectable
Helgen
distance from her at all times.
Did we have an appointment?
It killed several
Take a look.
soldiers before it departed.
I have to remember.
City guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Wait, I know you.
Welcome
I've
to
also
Riften.
taken the liberty
home of
in
the
preparing
thieves'
a
guild.
private carriage,
Have you believed?
just in case.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time. If this isn't about official city business, you're wasting my time.
I don't know, Droff. They'd...
Over here! That it? That's your best? Jump! Stop!
This won't end well for you.
Damn you!
Mine's flame.
What was that?
It's all clear now. Need something?